Okay, here we are with the daily cleaning, end of the shift cleaning. Remove the disc. Take the disc over to your sink. Now we don't need to change the blades today because they're only a day or so old. So you just got to be careful. We'll clean this later at another day when we have a boil out or we have an end of the week cleaning. But for now and for today, that's good enough. Then we take a wet rag. Take a wet rag and clean the inside of the slicer. Get all the residual stuff off that's been on here. Then, just so we can get this out of the way, put the disc back on. Tighten it up. Second part, take the paddles out, and what we're going to do with the paddles is just give them a quick wipe. Get the stuff that's been hanging on there off. Again, we don't want to clean this because if you notice when you clean them for the first hour or so, the product sticks to it. There's two paddles. Submerger conveyor, let's pull that out. There's sometimes some chips hanging inside, so we've got a little bit of a hanging belt there so you can actually shake it and get that out of there. If you want, you can just give it a quick wipe on both sides. Okay, drop chute just pulls out. What we're going to do is, now this, if you want to disinfect it, you can, depending on the product that you're using. But just a quick wipe, just to get all the crumbs off of it, is really all you need. Put that down. Okay, this is the element cover. Just pull that out. Take it over to the garbage. Wipe it down both sides. Just remember that this baked on stuff will come off when you do a boil out. We don't really need it off today. Okay, next thing we do is we take the takeout conveyor. This is going to have some crumbs in between the belt, so just give it a turn so the crumbs come up to about middle of the belt. And it too can come over and just give it an easy shake. Everything will fall out. Give it a wipe on both sides. And there's your conveyor. So, now we take the same rag that's starting to get oily, and we clean all the ledges off. There's lots of crumbs underneath where that element cover was. So then we lift up the elements, put them on the hook, and again just give this a wipe. Make sure that all the crumbs are off of it. So now take your squeegee and move up as far as you can with the squeegee and bring all your crumbs down to the back end here. Now, the one thing is, I still have in place, the valve is open and the bag is still there, so if any crumbs fall down, it goes into that bag. So you just keep doing this until you get all of your crumbs out. You see you got a nice little pile there. So next thing we do is we take a putty knife and clean any of this stuff. Anything that's just hanging on there. Sometimes that'll get built up quite a bit. Take your wet rag. Just clean that up a little bit. Remember, you're just doing this so that you can run for another day. And then you do the same thing again the next day. So, here, put your garbage can in place. Now this is just a French fry scoop with the handle removed. You can keep the handle on. This one actually broke, that's why it's like this. Scoop it. Take your rag that you've been using, or if it's getting too dirty, get another one. Your cleaning service just will love seeing your rags like this, or your wife. All right, now we drop that back down. One of the things I just noticed is that you can clean up around this element here a little bit. Put the element cover back in place. Put the conveyor back in place. Make sure that this is over all the way. Drop chute. Submerger. Paddle 1. Paddle 2. Just clean the around as much, just a little bit, depending on what you can see. Just clean that. Close the door. Close this door. Or the other thing now is to close the valve. Make sure there's no oil in your filter basket. Take that out. Dump that. Over to your sink. And clean your parts. Hot water is always a bonus because of the oil. Again, those parts can be cleaned better during the boil out or end of the week cleanup. Here you got 2 dirty rags. Close. And you're done for a day.